Every day, thousands of times a day, without even thinking about it, we breathe. So why is it that when we start running, it becomes so complicated?
If you often find yourself out of breath, then perhaps it's time to take a closer look at your breathing technique. See if there's any room for improvement. This is something a lot of runners don't even do.
In fact, inefficient breathing might be what's holding you back from achieving your running goals.
So, if you want to learn why breathing is so important, then stay tuned to find out some tips and tricks that can help you improve.
Breathing pumps oxygen-rich blood around the body and delivers oxygen to your muscles. So when you breathe properly, it means the muscles that need it get the oxygen and it helps to prevent fatigue.
There are several other benefits to breathing effectively. It could keep your heart rate lower, making your run feel easier, therefore allowing you to run further.
It also reduces stress and keeps you in a calmer state of mind. And we all know that running is as much a mental game as it is a physical one.
Another wonderful benefit to breathing well is that it could prevent stitches, which is a common experience in newer runners.
Breathing well can also help you reach the elusive flow state. This is where you get to the feeling of everything is working perfectly.
And with a bit of practice, it could also help you improve that elusive VO2 max.
Okay, so you've persuaded me. I need to change my breathing, but where do you even start?
So the most important thing a runner can do to improve their breathing is to start breathing from their diaphragm. When you put stress on your body, you start breathing very shallow and from the chest, and therefore get less oxygen per breath. What you want to do is start breathing from the diaphragm, therefore allowing more oxygen to come into your body, making you a more efficient runner.
Nice, and breathing from your diaphragm means that you're getting more oxygen into your chest, which is so important. And you might actually be familiar with diaphragmatic breathing if you are a swimmer, have had yoga lessons or even singing lessons as well. But it's this deep, low belly breathing which is going to make the biggest difference to your running.
So imagine you're filling up a balloon. You want to place your hand on your belly and breathe in, and try and navigate that breath to your hand. Let your belly really fill up with air.
After your belly is full, blow out through your mouth and slowly start to deflate that balloon till it's absolutely empty. Do you see how much air you can actually hold in when you know where to put it?
If you're serious about improving, you can use this technique a few times when you first wake up or before you go to bed to help improve your breathing awareness. Once you get good at it, you can just breathe directly into your diaphragm and remove your hands.
Want to step things up a notch? Well, why not try this whilst walking, and then you can eventually build up to doing it whilst running. Before you know it, it will become second nature. So now you're a pro at using your diaphragm, but there are a few other things to consider with your breath work.
So let us introduce you to rhythmic breathing. Rhythmic breathing aims to stick to a pattern of breathing that gives you more control overall. A good way to do this is with counting, breathing in for some counts and breathing out for others.
If you want to take this a step further and go really fancy, you could consider cadence breathing. This is where your exhales are timed to alternating feet as you land. So you could go in for 3, out for 2, or if you're doing a faster run, you can go in for 2 and then out for 1.
Cadence breathing is really clever, and let me tell you why. It allows you to land on a different foot every single time you exhale, therefore you can train your whole body rather than neglecting one side.
Nice. One of the things we often get asked is what's better to breathe through, your nose or your mouth? Now there are different schools of thought on both and benefits to both as well, but what's most important is to work out what's best for you. Try out both and you'll probably find that one comes more naturally.
A benefit to nasal breathing is that it can act as a purifier. It filters the air that comes into your body and regulates the temperature of that air.
Another good thing about nasal breathing is that it helps to engage your diaphragm. So if you're someone that struggles with short, sharp breaths when you run, then maybe nose breathing is for you.
However, we shouldn't rule out mouth breathing. A benefit of mouth breathing is that you can get more oxygen to your body, allowing your muscles to perform at their optimum. Another thing is that it can help you relax the muscles in your face, relaxing your jaw and relaxing your body overall, allowing you to use less energy with every step.
So the question is, are you a nose breather or a mouth breather? Mo, what are you?
I'm a nose breather personally.
I'm a mouth breather personally. What are you? Let us know in the comments right now.
Your VO2 max is the maximum amount of oxygen that you can take in and use during your peak exertion, and is generally a good indication of your overall fitness levels. It's not about the amount of air that you inhale, but the quality and the oxygen that goes to your muscles and heart.
There are a number of different ways to improve your VO2 max, including regular sustained running, high intensity training, or fartlek running as well. But the good news is that improving your breathing efficiency can also help to increase your VO2 max as well.
If you want to take a real deep dive into improving your breathing, then the addition of some other forms of exercise could be just the thing you need.
It goes without saying that yoga and meditation are great practices to help with your breathing, but also you might find some additional benefits from regular stretching.
Swimming can be a great form of exercise to help you breathe regularly and improve your rhythmic breathing. It does this because it forces you to breathe under specific patterns, and if you take that into running, it can really benefit your breathing.
Most people probably won't know this, but singing is one of my passions, and I found that the training that I did in singing lessons has massively benefited my running, mainly because the breathing techniques that you learn in singing massively help to engage your diaphragm and get you breathing in the right places. So if you're looking to help improve your breathing and singing is of interest, then why not take up some singing lessons, join a choir, or even just YouTube some breathing exercises or warm-ups. So on the face of it, breathing can seem quite confusing, but hopefully now that you've seen, once you break it down into a few simple steps, it can get much simpler.
So test out those diaphragm exercises, experiment with nose versus mouth breathing, and maybe even take up a new hobby like yoga or singing, and you'll have improved your breathing in no time, maybe even your VO2 max.
Oh, I'd love my VO2 max to go up a little bit more. Let us know in the comments what you're going to be taking on to try and improve your breathing. We would love to hear about it. And also, tag a friend who you think needs to hear this. Have you got any heavy mouth breathers in your running group that you want to get rid of? Let us know, and we'll see you next time on the Running Channel.
Bye.